Hello and welcome to day 66 in creating this PHP web framework series. And yeah, we're starting with a new task because last time we did the FAQ creator, which worked great. Obviously, there's no styling, but framework isn't for that. Later date styling might be, I'm sure it will become a bigger part of it, but again, that isn't the purpose of the framework as of yet. So last time, what we did was we put payment services here. Back added another task custom classes location. When I do this first, I think this is a very urgent task, and because I've said, because as you can see we're in beta mode, and I've said before the main reason we're in beta, I'm waiting to create one or two big sites. I've created some small sites just front end related, and I haven't basically had to hardly use any PHP, if at all, except for some like templating. So yeah, that was a so yeah, like I was saying, we what was I saying? Yeah, so it's been in beta because I haven't done any major websites. I am doing a couple of major websites, and it's still in the early days. A part of the website stuff is still in design stages, so I was more just getting the framework just set up on the server, on the hosting, and just getting a few just basic stuff done that didn't really need input from the design. But I quickly came across an issue or something that I saw that was going to be an issue at a later stage, and that was where do I put my classes? 'Cause if you look, I've got a classes folder which has a bunch of classes that we created, but these are all framework related classes. So you're not just going to use framework related classes for like big websites. You're going to create your own class. So where do you put that? Do you put it here? I, I just feel like it shouldn't be there because that's where the system stuff is. So really, we need to figure out where to put it. So what I want to do is check out a couple of other frameworks like Laravel and see like where they put it. Because even though we are technically creating a competitor to Laravel, and I think there's certain things that can be done better, it's still good to see what they're doing. And there are certain things that we can take inspiration from. So we will look at Lumen as well because that's a very lightweight version. Maybe Statamic. So if we go to documentation, front end, now forget that. So we want to directory structure. Probably be a good place to start. So the root directory, app bootstrap, resource directory, the root directory, the storage directory, the test directory, the app directory, the HTTP, the jobs directory. Where would I put a custom class? I'll Google it if I can't immediately see it within here. So no, it's obviously not front end. Okay, so I'm just gonna Google it. Let's have a quick look at what Lumen is saying. This is just a lightweight version of Laravel, essentially. That's the best way to think of it. Check out the GitHub page. So Statamic, this is just essentially a CMS built on top of Laravel. So we don't need that. Forget about that. Okay, so this is what you would get. And public has the index.php file, which just gets an app file, app run, very similar to what we're doing. Go one back a few too many times. And if we go to bootstrap app.php, so this creates the application, register container bindings, don't care about that. Nothing about classes as of yet. So it's going back, so let's just wait for that to load. My internet's been a bit iffy for the last couple of hours. I was on YouTube and I tried to watch a video and I had a message pop up like but over the video that I had never ever seen before on YouTube. It was basically along the lines of, "If this keeps occurring, please restart your computer and play." I've had issues with YouTube over the years, some big, some small. Never had that like pop up. But yeah, the video would load at the start. That was it. Wouldn't let me get anywhere else, no matter what quality I put it on. Okay, so app. This all just looks like the core stuff that we shouldn't be dealing with. So database, again, not stuff that we should be dealing with. Views, okay, so you would have your user storage. Okay, let's have a look. And this is where stuff will be cached, I believe. Tests. Okay, so let me Google it. Where do I put custom classes in Laravel? I had somebody ring me up yesterday and he was talking about Laravel. He wasn't somebody I knew, he was basically a job agency. I always love entertaining them because I always find it funny. And he mentioned Laravel, but he pronounced it Laravel, I think. I think it was even worse than that, so about the pronunciation. To my pronunciation, there's a friend of mine, he has a friend that says Ubuntu or Ubuntu. I think the correct pronunciation is Ubuntu. But either way, both of them are commonly used. He says Ubuntu, so he says Ubuntu. So Ubuntu. Yeah. Some people in this world. Disgraceful. Can't even say Ubuntu right. They add extra letters. Okay, so this was the Lumen framework that I was looking at. Let's have a look at the PHP framework. Probably very similar in all fairness. But he said something about, on this link, app library, my functions. There isn't something called library in there anyway, so it's kind of the end of that. Class, my function, public function is okay. Okay, so I'm going to eyeball it. So I'm going to take a look at it. Make sure I'm recording. I had a feeling that I wasn't for some reason, as I always do. Okay, so we got this classes folder. What I'm thinking, what we could do is, within this classes folder, I have two folders. One called core and one called custom. Core would contain all of this. Custom would contain all framework, all, what's it called? All classes that we create and add there. So what else can we do? So we've got app contains controller, core, models and views. core contains a bunch of stuff. Init should never be touched. Files to include should be touched. And libs to include should be touched. Miscellaneous should never be touched, generally speaking, from the average developer. Libs should never be touched. Public, only the CSS and image and the JS section should be touched. Everything else should be fine. Template. So, operating classes. I'll create a new folder. I'll call it core. New folder. Custom. So, let's see. Actually, require should be okay for the most part. Okay, so let me show in Finder. Let me move all of this into core. It should start working now. So if I go back, it should break. That is fine. So if I go to, it should be in core now. That's fine. If we go to, I believe it's init, classes, not just classes, it's core / core / Okay, so let me see what happens. I think there's still one other last thing I've got to fix. No. Let's go to public. I was certain in no, we don't. Okay, so that should be all working again now. So if we go back, log in. That's definitely not a password. Register. So it should get error with that, error with that, and error with that. Passwords do not match and correct. On the front end, won't let me do it. So there we go. Password must match. Password is required. Okay, so that's fine then. So one last thing, if I go back to init, copy and paste this, require all the core framework classes. So I'm going to duplicate this, and this will now should do it here at the end. I'm going to do it at the end. So for each custom class, require all user custom user site classes, and that should be fine. Though we have no classes in there, it's not breaking, that's good. So I'm going to create a new file, call it test.php. Actually, I'm not going to add a name, because obviously it's depending on what you want to do. I'm just going to add a class. I need to add some PHP tags first. Class Jello World, and can I just rip off the constructor? Oh, shit, I don't want to rip it off like that. So in here, what we're going to do is let's do an exit actually. I'm going to echo that. So if we construct the Jello world, so now if we go to app views, testing, miscellaneous, so if we $10 test equals new Jello world. I believe that's what it was called. Let's just make sure that's what I've called it. I've constructed it. Why isn't it being constructed here? Let me try print underscore r $test. Make sure it's not being used anywhere else. And some sort of name or placeholder. Go back to test, construct, return this instead. That shouldn't have to be called Jello World, does it? So no errors in the console. The only thing I can think of is in here. Let me try something. What would happen if I were to whack this above here instead? So you do the constructor. Now I'll just create another method as well. Public function. Hello. Return. Now we go back to miscellaneous. Echo $test HH. Let me go into Jello World. Let me whack it inside a namespace just in case that's the issue. Jello. The namespace wrong. Let me see if I was doing C++ style namespaces. Where am I looking? Namespace. So Jello, no Jello. One of these, yeah, that's fine. So if we go back to miscellaneous, this will be / Jello. That is named custom, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Let's go into this. Let's just whack in echo out in here. So yeah, it's definitely getting into here. That was valid. What about this? Does it not like? What about it does it not like? Something about this class. Because again, it's going to here. So if I were to X that out, yeah, fine. Let's try deleting the constructor. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna have to leave this for next time then. Nah, it's on what time is this? Now I really need to wrap up because I've got to go somewhere. It has been a short one. Thanks for watching. We will continue next time with figuring out why the custom class isn't working. But yeah, this is one of the features that now we're actually getting to the point where we're creating websites, big websites. We need to think about this stuff not just from oh, this is a great feature that I want to have. It's the framework needs it now. So we're getting onto that sort of stage. So yeah, thanks for watching. This has been day 66, and there'll be GitHub links and all out the usual great stuff in the description. And if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and leave us a comment. And we will see you in the next video, and I'll see you in the video after that and the one after that. See you soon.